Hi everyone, my name is Daniel, I'm 15 years old, and today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and experiences on Miles Guo's court case. So, I visited the court case in person earlier this week, and going again tomorrow. So here are my thoughts. On the first day, I was way too tired, honestly. I didn't remember anything. Let's skip to the second day. The important things started happening. The lawyers from both sides of the situation had to make their statements to the jury, and, well, to everyone else. I was one of the spectators, and I got to hear all of it. The government's lawyer went first. His job was to prove that Miles Guo was guilty of all of the charges against him. So, what did he say? Well, they prepared an extensive list of all the things that they said that Miles Guo has done, and they linked it to some pieces of evidence. However, some context was missing. Important context that would tell you the true motives of the evidence, and some things that happened in the evidence. But the most glaring thing, to me, was that the government's lawyer kept making personal attacks to Miles Guo. Whenever he'd try to nail in a point about how, according to him, Miles Guo is a fraudster who lied to his followers to get their money. So every time he did that, he would angrily point to Miles Guo, saying, "Look at this man, Miles Guo, he lied to his followers, he took their money." And he kept just pointing at him in blind rage, it seems like. And that just felt off to me, because you're the government's lawyer. Why are you making personal attacks? This is a court of law. You attack using facts and evidence. You don't make personal attacks against people. I'd later find out that some members of the jury were either facepalming or trying to hold back their laughter as they were listening to the government's lawyer blindly rage and, "This man is evil," and do all of that. Okay, now time for Miles Guo's lawyer. Now, instead of going after the lawyer that was claiming Miles Guo to be guilty, instead of doing that and angrily pointing at him and shouting, took all the government's claims about how Miles Guo is guilty, he added context, and he proved all of them either incomplete or straight up wrong. The government's rebuttal was concluded at noon today. However, some of their additional evidence didn't line up with their own claims in the past. And by the past, I mean literally a day ago. It did not line up. Some of their claims were changed, and they tried to pretend like they never said them at all. Not a great look. So now, everyone's just waiting for the jury's response. That'll be likely tomorrow. I will definitely be showing up in court to see that. So, after yesterday, I was a bit curious about what people online were saying about this, what, media was saying about this. I looked up Miles Guo court case, and yesterday's brand new news had about 60% of the article talking about what the government claimed against Miles Guo, and 20% of it was introduction and conclusion, and 20% of it was Miles Guo's lawyer's response. Somebody's clearly being favored here. And I realized that it's important that you don't immediately listen to mainstream media. You have to see both sides of the story for yourself. Then you make a conclusion based on what you've seen yourself, instead of relying on, most of the time, a pretty untrustworthy source to make that conclusion for you. And that's why I think the real truth and the evidence proves that Miles Guo is, without a doubt, innocent.